Agriculture is the backbone of the country. Today I'm here in Badibu Kerewan with one of my brother who has a vision. But let's just grow what we eat and then eat what we grow.
My name is Mamadou B Danpha from Kerewan, North Bank region. I'm a Gambian, married with 3 children, and I'm also a teacher, teaching in school as a classroom teacher, and a farmer as well.
Good. This is something that is really interesting. A young teacher and then married with 3 kids who also doing farming. Farming is one of the things that we really need to encourage people to do. Well, he's a young entrepreneur who ventured into farming. Tell us, how do you started this thing, this farming?
Yeah, I started this project the moment I finished my HTC program at Gambia College. I came here and I started the program. But before that, my mother is the one who inspired me. Because since I was a child, we normally do vegetable gardening and the like.
At a very young age?
At a very young age, since I was very young.
Because so you drove this inspiration from your mom?
From my mommy, yeah, from my mommy. So the moment I finished my HTC program from Gambia College, when I came here, I started doing it. I secured a land from landowners. I went there and I told them to borrow me maybe a plot of a land that may help me to do my gardening activities. So they accepted it, and then I started nursery some of my vegetables from there, and I start sowing those materials at the market. Sorry, at the garden, sort of. So I venture it into it like that, as I told you. Yeah, I do vegetable gardening. I also do agroforestry. I normally nursery plants that may be needed by the society, and I also venture into livestock, because as at now I start a project that is to fatten or to produce a type of sheep breed. We call it ladum. Yeah, one of my boys inspired me to do that.
Now, not only the crops, but you're now trying to venture into living livestock farming.
Mixed farming, one can say. Growing crops as well as rearing animals or livestock production, sort of.
It's incredible. Huh? Tell us, what kind of crops or what are the vegetables that you grow, you harvest?
Yeah, I do grow. The major one that I grow is cucumber. Yeah, so many people know me. Some may in fact call me Baro Cucumber. Sort of.
Why cucumber?
Because it's the fastest.
Make money or?
To make money and easiest for me. Yeah.
To harvest a cucumber, how many months or days or week it takes?
No, the moment you sow it, the variety that I use, we call it Tokyo F1. That Tokyo F1, the moment you sow the seed, it will germinate within 3 days. When it germinates, you add fertilizer on it maybe in the second week or the third week.
In 72 hours?
Yeah, it germinates. Within 3 days, if the seed is viable, it will germinate. And if you water it well with temperature and warm, it will, like condition necessary for seed to be germinated. If that is available, it will germinate within 3 days.
When you talk about temperature, is it the heat or the sun?
The heat.
The heat.
Yeah. I don't mean the coldness, the heat now. Okay. So the moment it germinates, it will take maybe 40 days. But if you normally water it, you add the required materials that is needed for the crops. Maybe before 35 days towards 40 days, you may start harvesting it. It's 40 days.
I understand cucumber needs water.
Yeah, it needs water. It's a water-loving crop.
And then water shortages, we have it in the country.
Yeah.
What is the challenges that you face when you need to water your crops?
During dry season, I have a problem pertaining to water or irrigation, because I normally dig well. When I dig well, sometimes when I water in the morning, in the evening, I will not have water to water. I will not have enough water from the well to rewater it again. It dries, you know. So it will take maybe 24 hours before it comes back to its normal peg.
Okay.
Yeah, in the well.
Complete full day.
A complete full day. The moment you water in the morning, know that afternoon is out. The moment you water afternoon, but morning will be available, because you will go to sleep, so it will come back again. I had a machine, sort of, they say water pumping machine is available at Inco. Some of my friends told me that. If I have that, it has a suction pipe and as well as hose pipe. So the suction pipe, you put it inside the well and you drain water. You hold your hose pipe and you start watering it. So I'm planning, if I have that, it will be very helpful, because I used to tie the rope on the bucket and then draw it with my hand, manual labor. Okay. This is how I did. Yeah. But for this one, I water it with tap. That may in fact result to maybe high billing in the NAVEC as like.
So for how long have you been doing this thing now?
Almost. I have started since I've finished my college level. That was 2011.
11.
Yeah, since 2011 I was here
Okay.
doing this work. So it gave me a lot of
Source of income.
source of income where my family and my friend, my neighborhood, those who I'm living with may all benefit from.
That means the community also will thank you also for growing such crops that they can benefit from it, even though it's not going to sustain for them, but it can help them also. Small needed, okra and then the other cucumbers that you're growing. Now we are here at the okra farm. We are here at the okra farms. Well, it's growing well and then it's green. So how many months it takes you to harvest okra?
This one also, I only go for variety that have a short lifespan, sort of. This is the variety that I go in for. As you can see, this is type of okra, we call it gumbo volta. If you go to the seed store, you ask it, they will show it to you. It's also 40 days. Since in the mid of Ramadan, I am harvesting it. Every 2 days I will harvest. Every 2 days sometimes the bucket will be full or this big pan will be full. Yeah. Sometimes I may take it to combo, provided I have an issue to run at combo, I will take it along. But my main market is Farafenye. I will take it to Farafenye.
Well, you have two different gardens that we are running right now, and then your profession is a teaching. Yeah. Now you find it difficult to travel from one place to another place, and then to run this garden. And these crops also need you, so that they can grow well, they can be nurtured well.
That's why.
Yeah. What is the challenges?
So that's why I will not spend the whole week at Salikenye. When I went to Salikenye on Monday, Tuesday I will try and come back on Wednesday. When I come on Wednesday, I'll be here after dinner. I'll start watering this. I'll water it till water will start running. So that will help it. Even the following day, it doesn't have water. It will not affect it. This is how I operate. So the other days, it will be watered by my wife. She's the one who will be watering it. So when it's time for weeding, I'll come and weed and then apply manure from my horse. The dropping that my horse produces, I'll come and spread it here. This is how I do it. So Salikenye, early morning, when I came from how to call it mosque, Fajr prayer, when I'm done with it, I'll rush to the garden before 8. Maybe 6 will find me there. 6, 7, 7:30, I will leave that premises and then come and take a shower, go to school. When we close 6, before 7:30 or 7 o'clock, I'll go the remaining bed that we are not watered, I'll go and rewater it. This is how I operate.
From Kerewan here to Salikenye, it's 17 kilometers. And it takes you how many minutes?
I used to move with motorbike. I run
mobility.
Mobility. I already get that from Gambia Teachers Union. Okay. Yeah. So I use that motorbike to run my affairs. Maybe I may spend 20 or 25 minutes. It will not be more than that. Yeah. For road safety, I can in fact cover it within 15 minutes. But for road safety, animals are everywhere. So I have to drive with care. Otherwise, the distance is not much to be covered.
Yeah, well, let's talk about your vision in this thing. Yeah, you have a vision, and then you ride on the track right now, moving on slowly, gradually, with the supportive of your family and then your wife also. Okay, so but tell us your vision.
My vision, like I shared, agriculture is my main vision, because when I look around, I see things, the way it is moving, and those who are in the activities, it inspires me a lot. Because eat what you grow. This is what I believe. Yeah. And a person who normally work as a farmer, nobody cannot pay his reward. Like I have said, I have heard it from the Quran. This is what people said. So based on that, I have a vision, and my vision is to build a well-standard garden. I want to leave a legacy on the face of earth, and that is to build a standard garden whereby if you pop in, you may have something to eat at all time. Yeah. And my mission is, you have a vision and mission. My vision is to work towards it so that I achieve it before my time expires on the face of earth. Yeah. Because sometimes when I sit and think and I look at things, time is flying. Yeah, time is flying. In fact, when I see how some garden flourish, I look at my standard and I say, where is the fun to do all these things? I burst to tears. Yeah. It's like I say, agriculture is running in my vein, in my blood. Yeah.
Well, you profit.
Yeah.
You profit.
Yeah.
This is what we see. And then we find you also at the gardens. Well, it's a hard fact. We have so many places, we have so many lands that we can do agriculture, but funding is a problem.
Yeah.
And then this is where it comes to, when the government need to step in. So they support young entrepreneurs who also is inspired to do gardening, who also is inspired to support, to help livestock also, and then agroforestry. We are here at Kerewan. Well, we also have another 17 kilometers to drive to see the cucumber farm before we can show you also what he has to also demonstrate in her skills of farming. So we're here at Salikenye, where we have another farm. That's Mr. Danpha, where he grew his cucumber and tomatoes in Salikenye. We drove 17 kilometers just to reach at the other farms, where he is really also showing us what he is demonstrating when it comes to his skills of farming. Mr. Danpha, this is the other farm where you grow your cucumbers and other seedlings. Yeah. Tell us about this one also.
This one, I have started doing it the time when I get to this village in 2015. I was here in 2015. I'm living at a home. I asked my landlady whether I can secure a line here so that I venture into vegetable garden. As I said, it is in my gene. The community of this village, they normally do farming. Yeah, so provided I am here also, I may join the field. The type of cucumber variety that I grow here is called this one. Tokyo F1 is the first and then marketable one that normally cannot be compared with other cucumbers in the market. So I decided to buy that. So when I buy that, I sow the seed here. When I sow the seed, I start watering. 6 o'clock will find me here. When I wake up, I pray I'll come here around 6 o'clock. 6, 7, 7:30, I'll leave here and then go to school. I'll take a shower and go to school. From there, when I attend school session till 6 o'clock, when I close for the day, maybe the other left half hour before the sun will set, I'll come and water the remaining bed that I have here with me.
You're in a place that is really very difficult to get water. And then I saw you dig some wells, very, very short ones. Explain about these wells.
Yeah, here the water table is not far from the ground. So
how many meters?
Maybe 2 or 3 meters you may have water, or 2 meters in fact, because here is a swampland sort of. So I dug this tree well. It is sandy sort of a soil, so it fall. So I decided to find a cement and a block, and then to build it. So this is how I did. I bought 7 bags of cement to build this tree well that I have here. So I used to tie the rope on the bucket. I used to extract water like that, or to draw water from the well like that, and then water my beds with. But I'm planning, when I have a water pumping machine, that will help me a lot, because I'll use it to water all my beds. I may in fact extend to this other end, provided that the landowner gave me a green light. Yeah, because I want to put cucumber here, maybe 2 tin, maybe around this end, maybe okra during Ramadan, because that's the time the demand is high.
Okay.
Yeah.
During Ramadan.
Yeah.
But you're not into salad, green pepper?
Because of I don't have a means of transport. Okay. Provided I have my own means of transport, I may produce or I may grow some of those things, because the more time frame it takes, it will be, the leaves will not be as succulent as you want. That's why I don't want to get involved in those, because of the nature of transport issue around this end is a problem.
That's a huge problem in our country. Well, you can grow, but selling it also is another different thing. It's another big problem. While we are in Salikenye, this is a place where we have people that are growing crops in order to sustain their life and then to sell it also to others community who are interested. But this is something that is really healthy, eating what you know. But let us now hear from you. What are you going to tell to young entrepreneurs, young people about this, what you're doing, and what is the message that you're going to send to them?
Yeah. So my advice to my fellow youth is that I want all of us to venture into a certain activity that may sustain life for you. So as a starter, or maybe as a youth, let us start with the little that we have at hand. Maybe one fine day it may be flourish. But let us not cheat and then say, I don't have any a means of support. The little that you have, you start with that. When you start with that, maybe how to call it, aid may comes from anywhere that you may not expect, and then that may push you to high, and the sky is the limit, as people normally say. Yeah.
This is a man that had visions. This is a man that really want to enter into farming, and he has started it from a long way as a young ones, and then grow up with it, continue with the visions. Now this is what he did. And Badibu Kerewan, we went there also, we saw the Accra Gardens, which is really doing very well, amazingly. And then now we're in Sali, Kenya, also to see the Kakumba Gardens, where he also, and agroforest also. Agroforest.
Yeah, that one is at my my backyard, where I normally used to take a shower. Okay. I have a nursery of mahoganies there, maybe around 500 seedlings are there available.
You're changing every side of you about farm. You're doing anywhere you are, you're doing farm.
Yeah, anywhere. I want to be all around now, you know.
So you don't need to worry, you don't have a space even at your backyard?
In my backyard, where I used to take a shower with. I have almost 500 seedlings are there. Mahogany is there, date is there. And
but it's a great pleasure to have you, and then we're really happy to meet you and then see what you're doing. This is really inspired. This is really good that Gambians are venturing into farming. As we all know, we have a blessed land. Our soil is really good. It's really good that we know that if we continue farming, we might eradicate the poverty, and then we might support ourselves. So we won't be worried about having food or having way to sustain our food. This is something that we really need to encourage, especially, and whenever I talk about it, I do say that government need to invest in the youths in order for them to do farming. We have a huge land. We have a space where we can farm. We have a space.
Even you throw a seed away, the moment the condition is your